feedback, for your support, for your light, for your love, for your empathy, for your compassion, for all that divine created you to be. Thank you. Ooh-wee. This is your first time here. Our name is Aisha, and we are a seer, a divine being. We are a being, just a being, a being, a being, a being to be. We are not from this realm here. We come from another space. And we are here to share our wisdom, our love, our light, our compassion, our empathy, our entirety and equity. Ooh-wee. Sometimes we have written divinations. Other times we do divination through our card readings. Other times we do divinations through simply speaking. Ooh-wee. For there are many ways to divine. It is all about your own unique point of being. And it's really about who you are, who your soul truly is. And your soul is a combination of beautiful past lives, okay? So when you remember who you are through your entirety of reincarnations, it really assists in the ways that you should best communicate with the divine most high and communicate with your ancestors, okay? Communicate with your ancestors, okay? And your spirit guides, okay? Because they be rocking. They be rocking. And you can do that through starting with fire, because that's how we started. We realized that we really could just adore fire, okay? We just fire gaze and look into the fire. We'll really look at the aura of the fire. And you can do that through incense smoke, okay? You can do water, okay? You can do that through holding crystals, okay? And choosing crystals, allow your intuition to guide you. If you come across different variations of crystals, just allow your intuition to guide you before you even know what that crystal do. Your soul will guide you to the exact one that you need in that time, okay? Ashe. And that is another thing that we are all about, doing the self-work, allowing your soul to truly be, okay? Everybody has their own point of view, so allow your troll. There are trolls, okay? There are trolls. Trolls trolling. Anywho, peace to the trolls. You keep on doing you, boo-boo. That's what you was here to do, your little program. Anyway, you keep on choosing and trusting in your divine guidance, and that is what we are all about. Trusting in yourself. Everyone has their own point of view. You will know what resonates with you when you feel it, okay? It's a feeling. That feeling, trust that feeling within. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. So we love to always start off with love, laughter, get you guys really ooh-wee, get you guys and gals, you divine star beings, okay, with the labels, poof, off with the labels. Speaking of labels, okay, let's speak on that. Let's speak on the labels. We did write about about releasing labels. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at our book that's over there. So we're seeing divine, do you want us to read right now? Because we was gonna speak on something else. Yet they're yes, we do want you to speak on that right now. So one moment, we're about to go get the book. See, that wasn't long, right? I'm so proud of y'all. Patience is key, okay? Patience is key to the abundance that is just already waiting for you, okay? Because the abundance literally has been waiting patiently for you. So the least you can do is patiently wait for whatever. Because time is really a funny construct here on this realm. Because not on this realm, time moves completely different. It's completely different, okay? So when you're here, just get into that remembrance that it moves a lot different for the spiritual. So you too should adjust, okay? Adjust the best way that you can, because that is what we are here to do. We are realm bridgers of the spiritual and the material, okay? Bloop, bloop, bloop. So yes, we did right. The title is Release the Suppression of Labeling. Beings are spiritual. Their intuition knows a lot more than they do alone. Look at it as how you all have been shown the interpretation through zombies. Zombies are mindless vessels, still able to move only on the lowest basic sense of being. This smoke is like banging. You see that fire is also banging, y'all. So we're gonna move this a bit. Okay. Yes. So, boom. Let's rewind. Ooh. So look at the interpretation through zombies. Zombies are mindless vessels, still able to move only on the lowest basic sense of being. Okay? Basically, like, look at it as like they're brain dead. They're only operating in their lowest sense. They're not able to use their full capacity of the brain. So, watch this, right? There are literal walking zombies around. Those who refuse to use their highest consciousness in decision-making and utilizing the spirit of discernment through all situations. Okay? So, we're already walking with zombies, y'all. It's already zombies around. Those who just, we said it. All right. They said keep going. Okay. Having control of one's own mind to choose to focus on love and repairing of the material with the spiritual. Labels: schizophrenia, autism, Haux, pimp, nuisance, just a few that undermines the trueness of the soul. Take we for an example. We were named called a hoe. And this is based off just how we enjoyed to dress. We always had a love for our body, y'all. We always had a love for our body. It wasn't until we had envious people come and saying like, oh my God, look at how she dressed. She is a this, and that. And then I had body dysphoria because these motherfuckers would use the projections on me. Anywho, get back to the writing. It affected our soul more than we understood at the time. The deeper we got into our spiritual repair work, the clearer we became on where that hurt came from. For one, it was not hurt of our own. It was being projected on we for the sake of others to feel good about themselves. For they knew not about themselves as we knew about ourselves. For two, our spirit of our past life workings and sex temples to teach the sacredness of sex and how to utilize it to connect with the spiritual was greatly angered rather. For it knew of the sacredness and greatness of its own being. And then, all of a sudden, coming in this lifetime, it was called a name with no true value, no true wisdom, no true understanding, all of which we carried and embodied fully and truly. Our ability to connect with spirit has always been strong, just as it is with all beings. We came in as spiritually inclined with the awareness of spirits all around and within. It was only when programming began that one lost their true self through the crowd of labeling and projecting. Now, let us utilize the example of autism through our wise workings with those whom we... Okay. Now let us utilize the example of autism through our wise working with those whom were labeled with the falsified term. Autism is a low vibrational, inaccurate term of the soul's true essence. With that burden of labeling, the soul is angered. It becomes dimmed down mentally, physically, and emotionally. It is told that its way of expressing is wrong, is unworthy, and sick. When in fact, these beings are a lot wiser than the ones who created the label and the ones who utilize it. For it is through ignorance that this realm fall many, many times. It fell, but we said fall because an old construct is currently falling. So they was like, boo. So it explains why this realm fell many, many times, okay? To cleanse out the ignorance of the lower consciousness, okay? Their true purpose, autism, those with autism, label, bloop, bloop, out the window, those beautiful divine beings. Their true purpose is to teach a different way of communication. They are the bridges of other dimensions that only utilize sound to communicate words. To communicate. Okay? Words to them are a nuisance. They are incapable of truly describing their ways of being and their arts they have to store and share. For too many cases of our comfort have we seen these beings being literally abused physically when the outsider knows their incapability to express the human words. We personally had a friend on the physical whom is now in the spiritual as our best friend. We were a young child who met this beautiful soul and saw her for whom she truly was. We did not look at her as any different than us. We laughed, we played, we communicated in our own unique way. It was not until our adult years that we were told of her being labeled with autism. It clicked for us, our abilities in communing with spirits, and what it is that the universe intended for we to share and speak on. She crossed over in water during a bath time in which she was to not be left alone. Yet she was carelessly, selfishly, enviously. Those are ways of being around these unique souls. They are selfish and, those are ways of beings around these youths, okay? Y'all, apologies if y'all get a little bit, the ones who know, okay? So, as we said, she was left alone in a tub, carelessly, selfishly, enviously. And those beings that are around these beautiful, unique beings from another dimension, that is the way that they behave. They are selfish in assisting another just because of basic demographics, age, gender, whatever. More ridiculously ignorant labels. They are envious of the extra attention these beings call forth, so they attempt to stifle it. They are careless in their actions with these beings, for they think no one will ever know. Well, the jig is up. Divine Most High knows, and we have been rewarded to also see and know the truths. It is sickness of mind to allow injustice to be swept under the rug. A lot more truths are to be revealed, and they not only come from we and our soul family, they will be coming straight from the mouths of those who had on a mask for centuries. This is the age of knowing, meaning when someone tells you something, listen to the truths and the deception. You will feel truth. It will ring freedom for you. It will not feel uncomfortable, confusing, or confining. You will have a voice within speaking to you. During their attempts to lie, this disruption in their speaking is for your protection. For lies take the soul's own knowing. So, Spirit will gently guide you inward to listen to your own truths. There are so many lies, thousands of years worth, that we are only guided to share with you how to utilize the spirit of discernment. Pray with and in the awareness that the Most High is revealing to you your soul's truth. pray that your inner guidance is a lot stronger than their outer guidance. Be aware that they will go against you and what you know, so you will have to stand strong and trust in the unseen, not the lies and the manipulation being thrown at you. We pray that you dodge every curse thrown against you, that no weapon shall harm you that has been formed within and without. We pray that you return home where it feels safe to express you fully, to be raw and vulnerable with your emotions, to allow them to pass through with grace, that you know you are worthy to feel, to receive, and give love, that your actions towards love shall always win, and that you remain brave in the face of adversaries. I love you forever and always. Goddess Aisha, Seer of Mystic Wonders. Namaste. I love it. You see? Ego be trying to, the mind, if you don't get control over the mind, okay, you have to have control over the mind. Otherwise, thoughts come in and then they have control over you, and we was like, no. So it was like, we're going to just come into this thing, we're going to talk, show them we can divine without reading what we wrote, and we end up speaking on it anyway. So we was like, well, actually, we did write on it. So there we were. So thank you all for listening to that beautiful, beautiful message. And we're going to leave that there. Yeah, we're guided to leave that there on that one, so you all can process that one as it is to be processed. I love you. I love you. I love you.